So I made a video on Deltarune Chapter 3 in like 3 minutes, but I never did follow up with a video on Chapter 4, and given Chapter 5 is out next week, Deltarune tomorrow, this is as good a time as any to discuss Deltarune, for the 7 souls unaware of it, is an episodic RPG, text-based, turn-based, bullet hell, spare enemies or defeat them type beat, funny specific internet humor with touching little character developments and a killer soundtrack and presentation. You should play its predecessor game Undertale and then Deltarune. Both are more popular than Jesus, on the internet at least, although Pope Francis did receive a copy of Undertale and Pope Leo seems cool enough to play Deltarune himself. What I am trying to say is Deltarune is good. Pause for applause. I think the sheer hype around each chapter's release is for sure a part of the experience. An understated one, actually. There is something special about knowing there is a community so strong and creative and frankly insane, mostly complimentary, playing this game at the same time as you, experiencing what it has to offer. I myself have enjoyed getting secret boss tips from my friends, watching streamers play it, shout out Snapcube. There is a community component to this single player game. That said, so much of what Deltarune has to offer is so dependent, in my opinion anyway, on how you play it for yourself that, well, spoiler warning, go play it. The rest of this is for those who have beaten Chapter 4. It's just hard to talk about otherwise. Okay. Susie is the best character, period. In no other chapter is it clear that she is the protagonist and most endearing evolving person in the game. I hope Toby Fox does more with Chris versus us. Even on pacifist routes, there is unexplored tension there. I think the unfolding prophecy reveal is great. Rousey's opening up to share what knowledge he has is long overdue. If I did have a criticism for Deltarune so far, it would be, can we stop having quite so many mystery boxes and get to some bloody payoffs? Like, the Roaring Night reveal should be soon, as should what the heck Asgore is cooking up, as should where is Papyrus, though. Some people claim Chapter 4 felt unfinished or rushed, or that the first Dark World wasn't as intriguing as 2 or as lively as 3, but I disagree for the most part. I found the main library center hub and connecting areas the strongest in ambiance and setting out of any of them. Less chatty characters for sure, but that's because it focuses on Gerson, the writing, warhammer-wielding warrior, his dynamics with the trio, and indeed it's getting the trio more deeply defined as a team that feels like the main theme of Chapter 4. And if we're talking prophecy, Gerson is cool, but even he is not the main draw here. The prophecy and how the gang reacts to it is, and that has to take up room otherwise meant for fun characters like Mr. Antenna and Queen and etc. The Titan felt a little bit out of nowhere. Maybe I missed some hints that the Roaring Knight wouldn't be the literal biggest threat, but either way, some more build up to that as a possibility would make it seem less like a sudden excuse for a boss fight to use the climbing mechanic that, to be fair, is my least favorite bit of Chapter 4. The OST is another all-timer. The third Sanctuary is one of my favorite pieces of music from a video game. I enjoy the world and combat and mechanics and save file slowness, but it's the sheer presentational strength of these games that has Toby Fox front of mind for me as one of the best video game composers of all time. And the theme of music, of piecing bits of notes together, of me writing the song Gerson gave to Susie down by hand and then playing it, that is the kind of fun, laborious, puzzle-solving nonsense I really miss in games. And Deltarune, while leaning into a certain nostalgic appeal, is way more to me about playing with the dynamics between player and character and world. If parts of Chapter 4 felt too distant from those ideas, it's probably because it focuses on the central trio and not the cast of characters that, to me, I hope we see much more revealed of in Chapter 5. Undertale was a beautiful experience of a game. Influential is an understatement, but Deltarune in so many ways, even from the halfway mark, and especially with the bombastic stylized Chapter 4 ending, is clearly what Toby Fox always intended to make. Now that he can, he is. And while originally the episodic nature wasn't ideal to me, now that I see how each chapter has progressed in scope and seemingly intent, it is worth paying attention, in my opinion, to a gaming experience that is evolving with its community, a story in real time. That is a special thing indeed. And now, Chapter 5.